You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Cousin Marvin, I got that new sound you've been looking for.
So listen to this.
Basically, I just want to survive until the singularity happens.
And then I think I said like moments before it happened, like, this is a porno. Like,
It was like prescient.
So if anyone that's listening steals this idea,
Well, there's already the subreddit.
welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 235. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-hosts, Adam Ham. Thank you. I didn't know
Matt
what order
Hag.
to do it in. Matt Hag. And the
Nancy
final
Jimmy.
host. Yeah! Let's try that again.
we'll fix it in post.
I can't fix it in post. We did it. We're live. Thank you. Trial. I am drinking an AMP energy drink. Bam.
I'm drinking an Atomium Premier Grand Belgian style beer.
Nice. I have the energy drink because I need to finish it. And I need to stay up. And at work, they had a promotion because we
Oh,
have like some
shit.
vending service where they're like, hey, if you buy 4, you get 1 free. And today was the last day, and I had bought 3, so I had to buy 2 quick. So
You
I
guys,
or bought-
according to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcohol during pregnancy.
Oh, man. Get the word out.
Shit. Somebody should tell somebody.
I know. I think it's something we should all know. Anyway.
Doing it all wrong all these years.
Yeah, I've been drinking so much alcohol. Yeah,
Drink enough, the baby goes away. And then,
I have
Oh.
a Warp Speed Scotch Ale to go with it.
Oh, nice.
Adam, what are you drinking? Water?
Members Mark, quality guaranteed, purified water.
Oh, I thought you said Maker's Mark, and I was like, all right, that's the stuff.
Nope, Members Mark.
Is that the Sam's Club
See,
water?
I
But
think so.
also, in that water is like 8 or 9 drops of pure LSD.
It's
it's
mineral
gonna be a
enhanced
good
for
time.
taste.
Look, if you had 48 bottles of water in a pack, what if I told you 3 of them were poisoned? Would you still drink them?
Oh, come on. Really?
What,
Yeah.
man? Memes are the future.
If
I'm
you
starting
didn't have to get off your butt and go to the store.
I'm starting a political action network where we're just gonna make dank memes. Dank
Only the
memes
dankest.
only. That's what I say.
We are the memes.
We are the memes. We are the sun. All right.
I wonder
Or-
if the guy that originally drew Pepe, like, if he's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, he totally is. There was actually an interview with the guy who drew Pepe.
Really?
With Pepe Drawer.
For anyone that doesn't know, Pepe started out as an internet frog in a comic, and now he's a symbol for white supremacists.
Yeah.
Among other things.
Okay, The Atlantic had an interview with the creator of Pepe the Frog, Matt Furie. Furie. Fury?
Fury.
Okay. Furry's better. My God. I had sausages. I'm burping. I don't have my burp button. All right. So Pepe the Frog. How did you come up with him? Early 2000s. I've been drawing a lot of frog faces, and came with a frog character to be used one of 4 characters in a comic book I did called Boys Club, and it started off as a zine. I would publish it just for my friends and associates and stuff. You know, like at Kinko's, make copies. Blah blah blah. So it was just like an innocent little comic.
Yeah.
And he said, when did it turn into a meme? Let's see here. When I started out, it was just a thing that people would use on message boards. There's a 6-panel comic page of Pepe taking a leak with his pants all the way down. And one of his roommates walks in on him. Later, they're playing video games with Buddy. Landwolf says, I heard you pull your pants all the way down to go pee. And Pepe responds saying, feels good, man. He looks happy. So it was kind of cut out from there and used in a viral way. So,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, so this is a comic that he had posted on MySpace. So
Yes.
that tells you how old
how
it
old
is.
it is, yeah. Have you been able to make any money off of the popularity of Pepe? Here and there, I just did an official It's Pepe official clothing line. One's a button-up white shirt with the pattern of Pepe's on it. Prior to this year,
That brand is getting dragged through.
it's never bothered me. In fact, it's been kind of inspiring to me just seeing how mostly kids and teenagers, the kind of youthfulness of Pepe. That's what I'm attracted to. It's been an inspiration, something I'm proud of. How do you feel about the way it's been adopted by the so-called alt-right? My feelings are pretty neutral. This isn't the first time Pepe has been used in a negative, weird context. I think it's just a reflection of the world at large. The internet's basically encompassing some kind of mass consciousness. And Pepe, with its face, has got these large, expressive eyes with puffy eyelids and big, rounded lips. I think people just reinvent him in all different ways. It's kind of a blank slate. It's out of my control what people are doing with it. My thoughts on it are just more of amusement. So it doesn't make you uneasy at all that some people, it's become this weird Nazi thing. Fury. I think it's just a phase. And come November, it's just going to go on to the next phase. Obviously, that political agenda is exactly the opposite of my own personal feelings. But in terms of meme culture, it's just people reappropriating things for their own agenda. That's the product of the internet. And I think people in whatever dark corners of the internet are just trying to one-up each other on how shocking they can make Pepe appear. Yeah, so he's pretty ambivalent. Just like, well, the internet's going to do what the internet's going to do. What can I say?
Got a pretty pragmatic view.
Reasonable response, I think.
I know, right? It's just like, whatever. It's the internet. Well, that's some good Lake Louis. So, Adam, what you been up to since we last talked?
I've mostly been
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, thank you.
that as well. And
Hypothetically.
hypothetically. Mostly been Witchering, I guess.
The Witcher 3.
When I have some free time, yes. I've come back to The Witcher 3.
And you're not just watching someone play, you're driving?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Shit.
I fell into a scary Gwent hole.
Oh,
That'll happen.
Yeah, it will.
Gwent's hole is quite scary.
It is. Yes. The Gwent
yes.
hole is wide and deep.
So what's Gwent? Explain Gwent.
Gwent is a mini game, basically, inside of The Witcher 3. A card game where you play against an opponent, in this case the CPU, although they're releasing a free-to-play version fairly soon, I think.
Yeah, that's like you can just play this card game.
Yeah, just the Gwent card game, free-to-play, kind of like Hearthstone. But, yeah, you basically just lay down cards, and there's like 3 rows. There's a close combat, range, and artillery.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of special cards that do things like double your attack power for that row, or Scorch to like destroy other enemy cards and stuff.
This is something that I just assumed Adam would get into. I played the first tutorial one, and I was like, fuck this. That's too complicated for me.
That's kind of because, like, in a lot of RPGs and stuff like that, a lot of them have them, especially Final Fantasy games. They'll have, card games or other weird mini game stuff. I usually don't like them, but
Blitzball, baby.
I don't know why. I think, I did not like
Triple
Blitzball.
Triad all day
Triple
long.
Triad, yeah.
No, not a fan of Triple Triad either. But I don't know, for whatever reason, I think Gwent's just a really good. It's deep and complex, but really easy to learn. The rules are simple, and it's fun collecting cards because you play like innkeeps or merchants.
Yeah, and you
they
collect
give
them in
you
the
a card.
game. Like, yeah,
totally.
that's cool.
Yeah,
So it's like a virtual world that you live in that your dude collects cards.
basically, yes.
So it's
Your
you-
badass mercenary monster hunter.
Yeah,
Rolls around with a couple decks in his back pocket.
yeah. Oh shit! Can I get some cards, bro? I gotta go kill
Pretty
this.
much.
I gotta go kill this evil witch, but I need some cards.
I did do a quest for a friend of mine about who's into Gwent, like a dwarf dude.
Yeah.
And one of the rewards of the quest is you can either like get money as a reward or like a couple of his special cards.
Oh shit! Cards.
And I was cards all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I'm loving it. Yeah, and also like the rest of Witcher is amazing.
Yeah, I need to get back.
You should. It is great. They have so much free DLC.
Yeah.
They have like 18 different like parts of free DLC that does all kinds of different stuff, quests, contracts.
Yeah, I got to the big city, Novigrad, and I was like,
Novigrad, yeah.
I took a break.
I
Didn't
still
come
haven't
back.
got the Skellige yet, but like I've been doing a lot of stuff in Novigrad and trying to clear up some Velen question marks. There's so many of those little question marks that you do after you get to a notice board.
That's what I've heard. You just you can really lose your way.
Yeah,
from
I
the
love
main
it.
storyline.
But it's also, I love it and hate it, because I love that there's so much stuff to do, and all the stuff actually is really good. The side stuff is entertaining.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I'm kind of a completionist, so like I want to get every question mark, and it is...
There's a lot.
There's a lot. It's a big task.
Have you heard of the people that play Witcher 3 by turning the UI off entirely? Like
I
all the
have
quest
not.
markers?
I know that's an option, but like that is way too hardcore for me. Like I need that map.
Yeah.
I need the markers. I couldn't just wander around and talk to every dude.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the cool things about it, though. Like if you were to turn all the markers off, you can totally just have like an experience of just finding stuff, because there's just every like little nook and cranny, there's stuff.
Although really, you still get that, because one of the things I think is kind of crazy actually is, like there's the Witcher gear sets and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like you usually get a quest for like all the pieces of the first part, but there's different schools and there's upgrades to them.
Yeah.
But so you'll get a quest for like the upgrade, and then you get like 3 out of the 6 pieces, and there aren't any maps for the other ones.
Yeah, so you just gotta find
find the other pieces pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you're digging in.
Oh man, I am. I'm loving it.
2016, the year to play games from 2015.
It's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I finished Dragon Age Inquisition.
Well, that's good to hear.
I
need to get through that.
Yeah, you should. It's really good. And actually, I ended up buying the DLC for it too, though I haven't played through that yet.
Okay.
But yeah, the ending of that is amazing.
Yeah, I like that game a lot. Too many RPGs, man.
I know. I love them. I love RPGs, but they take so much time. But yeah, it's So for me, it's been action RPGs, man. Dragon Age Inquisition and Witcher 3 in it.
Cool.
Oh, and Towerfall. We got some extra controllers.
On the PS4?
Yes. So now we actually have 4 controllers. We have 4-way Towerfall, and it is awesome.
Yeah, Towerfall's fun. I remember you...
Towerfall is so much fun.
I'd kind of bounced off of it, and then you came up and visited, and we played a bunch of it.
Yeah.
And that's fun. That's fast-paced.
It's
multiplayer.
way fun. And it's even more fun when you get more people in.
Sorry, TJ?
I think Towerfall is the first game I played using the Steam controller back before it was commercially released.
Oh, wow. How did that work?
It was decent.
What's the Steam controller? Can you explain that for people?
Okay, so the Steam controller is a controller that Valve put out last year. Their goal was to get the basically make a controller that can be used as a substitute for keyboard and mouse if you wanted to do things like that, but also be a decent controller in its own right. So it is the main things on the top parts of the left and right side are 2 touchpads, both with there's some sort of like tactile vibration, like
haptic.
On the left touchpad.
That's what
haptic.
they call it.
That's the word.
Haptic feedback.
Haptic feedback. For like if you're using your left one like a scroll wheel on a mouse.
Yeah.
There still is a left joystick on the bottom part of the controller, almost like where it would be on a PS4 controller.
Yeah.
Face buttons are on the bottom of the right side, like on a Wii U controller, and then it still has 2 triggers on each side, as well as a big flappy trigger for your lower fingers on each side as well.
Yeah.
And it's super, super customizable in both the Steam app and with the Steam box. But it didn't really get off the ground very well. I enjoy it.
I mean, the Xbox 360 or Xbox One controllers hook up so easy, and they work so well.
Yeah. The controllers on all the consoles this time around have been just really good.
Oh, I know. The Xbox One is just like, the Xbox 360 controller, but just a little bit better. And the PS4 controller is like such an upgrade from that DualShock.
Oh, it's just miles away from any other PS4.
It's just got a good weight to it. It's just got a good feel to it. I love that controller. Yep. What about Matt? What have you been doing? Oh shit!
It's time for your cookie clicker update.
All right, where we at?
It never stops.
And this run has been going for One. Oh shit.
Okay, here we are.
1,133 hours.
Okay.
The most recent ascension started 340 hours ago.
Oh, nice.
So I've gotten 863 quadrillion cookies this ascension,
Okay.
and 1.68 quintillion cookies all time.
2.775 sextillion for me.
Yeah, I've already gotten. So I since I had gotten so many ascension levels the first time around, I spent a long time just not making any progress on that bar, and then I hit like a tipping point where now that bar is just like shooting up, and I've gotten 25 more levels.
Oh yeah, like that's kind of a thing that just like once you hit a point, the levels keep coming. Like just, I told you, you gotta prestige a few times, then it really speeds up.
Well, now I'm trying to decide if I want to prestige again or try to grow this dragon to maximum.
You won't be able to grow the dragon to max. I can't even max it at my level. You need 100 of every building, which is hard.
Well, I've gotten up to the shipments.
Yeah, there's like 6 past that, so it gets really hard to buy them.
Only 5. I could get the alchemy lab. If I tried real hard, I could get it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I might prestige, and because I'm at the point now where I can get the grandma's one mind thing, and everything will be terrifying and awful.
That's right. But you get so many cookies, it's worth it. Join the dark side.
Wait, what's happening with your grandmas?
Don't worry about it. Don't ask too many questions. Just because they get
to transition into old ones.
Yeah.
And they will rebel and eat your soul.
Look, they worship the cult of
destroy you
cookies.
from the inside.
They may bring forth some horrible demon monsters from another plane, but
your grandmas are forming demonic pacts.
Yes.
We're gonna research one mind right now.
All right, there it goes.
I never realized Cookie Clicker was that deep.
Oh, it is.
It gets crazy.
Oh yeah.
Their eyes are glowing.
That's right. You've gone off the deep end,
We've been
Matt.
through this before.
All right. Shit.
It's kind of interesting, actually. I'm playing a warlock in a D&D campaign that we're playing.
Okay.
And one of the cool things that happened, actually, was
That's 5.0? D 5?
Yeah, 5e. I kind of fucked up with my patron, and I ended up getting, like, my pact broken.
Oh, shit. Who's your patron?
Yeah. It's a custom world.
Okay.
So it was this dude called Arveth.
Okay.
Who's like some kind of crazy... He's like a Dominion god of like fire and hatred and terrible things.
So he seems legit.
I'm sorry, not Arveth. Ferveth.
Ferveth.
Yes.
He has no wonder he dropped you. You don't even remember who he is.
Yeah, I know, right? But it's actually kind of cool. The campaign deals like with parallel worlds and like people stop dreaming. We have to like save this dreamscape.
Oh, that sounds
and one of the things
bad.
Is, yeah.
Is it like Sandman?
Not exactly. It's but like there are parallel worlds and stuff, and I end up just reforming a pact now, but it's with myself from an alternate reality.
Okay.
Who himself like has a pact with a guy named Arveth, who's like kind of the reverse, the opposite, polar opposite of Ferveth.
I see.
It's totally dope.
So the pact is how you get your powers, right? You have to.
Yeah, basically. So like I went for like 2 or 3 levels, I think. Yeah. 2 levels, I think, without a pact.
Okay.
And it was insane. I was just like a not as good combatman.
Yeah, right?
But actually I had a couple spells still.
Okay.
Cantripy stuff.
Yeah, little stuff.
Yeah, and like we're using like there are different things, like there's auras in this world and stuff, so I had like other abilities and stuff based on that. But
that sounds cool.
It was totally cool, yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear you're able to find yourself a group to game in.
Yeah.
We're still going strong in all my campaigns.
Yeah? How's the pirate campaign going?
Skull and Shackles is the Pathfinder Paizo Adventure Path campaign I'm running. We're on book 6.
Book 6. Wow, that's the last one, right?
Yep, they're about to finish. They're about to enter the final, step, basically. So, the idea is is the Shackles is where all the pirates are in the area, and it's kind of like a Caribbean, like lots of islands, freebooters, whatever. The nation of the Cheliacs, of course, are like the lawful evil empire, basically.
Right.
And they came across the ocean through the Abandego, which is a hurricane that's like the size of a continent, basically, in the middle. And they somehow passed through it, which turns out you find out that the commander had a deal with Geryon, which is one of the archdevils, to get through safely. And then once the player characters killed her soul was taken by Geryon. So she fucked that up. But so now that they've basically beaten the main bad guys in the world, they're like, hey, we should be the fucking pirate kings. So now they're gonna go take the crown from the current pirate king, who is basically like a wuss. He was like, nah, they're not gonna come. You guys are crazy. Don't believe them. Nobody joined them. So he's like, all right, this guy's got to go. We would have all been killed if we weren't ready. So yeah, they're about to do that part. So and then I got to start a new campaign. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm amazed that you actually coming to the completion of one since it's been 4 years.
Yeah, we started that one I think right after you left.
Yeah, which is right about now.
Yep.
It's 4 years. Damn.
Yep. Yeah, it's a long campaign.
Did Paladin in Hell end?
Nope, still going. We're getting real close to the end. I got the Holy Avenger sword that I had collected the pieces of. Finally just got repaired. So for those of you who don't know, as a Paladin, a Holy Avenger is the best weapon you can have. It's like a long sword that's +5 and full of every holy enchantment,
holy
and it bypasses all DR and shines bright with holy energy. It's the fucking #1 weapon. So I think we're heading to get the moon shield, which is what my character was tasked
that's so
getting.
Cool.
So we're headed there. So yeah, we're gonna pretty much. And then the other campaign we did was Kingmaker, and we're basically at the end of that one too. So we're gonna finish 3 campaigns here and then start 3 new ones.
Well, there's a lot of cool. Paizo's still releasing a lot of cool campaigns.
Yeah. So one we're gonna do after Kingmaker is Strange Eons. Have you heard of Strange Eons?
I haven't heard of that one.
Cthulhu.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's all about cultists and mind control powers, and so Brian, our friend, is going to run that one. And
that sounds cool.
I think I'm going to run Reign of Winter.
Jealous. Oh, that one's cool too. That's the one with Baba Yaga.
Yeah, Baba Yaga, and a plane shifting hut that they go into
TARDIS.
To go to all the different planes and stop the crazy shit that's going on, basically. And I don't know what Joe's going to run. He hasn't decided when he's done. If he's going to do another one or just do an adventure path. Because, I don't know if you've DM'd before, but DMing can be so much work. If you create your own universe, it is
really can.
Infinite amounts of work. Whereas the adventure paths that, Paizo releases or Wizards releases, Wizards of the Coast, I'm sure they do books, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where basically they just gives you everything. You just have to be the storyteller. And that's so much easier to run. So, yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to do my own world, but
I know
that's so much work, though. But when you create your own world, though, you can, use it in the, for other stuff, too. So
the other thing is, take a world that's kind of already known about and put an adventure in it. I thought about making one based on that Magi anime that I had watched.
What anime?
Magi.
Is this Adam's anime corner?
It's not, but I talked about Magi before, right?
No.
This one is kind of the Alibaba, Middle Eastern one that has gems.
Too soon.
Huh?
Nothing. Just joking. Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do a lot of customization and make things work the way I want it to, but
okay.
I might try to do that. And I have another one too that I'm thinking about, but
yeah,
that one's totally mine, and it's gonna take a lot of thought.
It's a lot of work
because I want it to involve time travel because I love time travel. I'm trying to think of like a consistent way to do that. Is
Now,
rough.
does anyone know about Blizzard, right? I'm pretty sure they said that World of Warcraft started as a tabletop game, right?
No way, really?
Because I'm pretty sure
thought
they
it was
said...
Really?
I thought it was
No,
just
I'm pretty sure-
inspired.
God, because I feel like they talked about how they played like a pen and paper
They
RPG, and it was like...
Yeah, they did that. And I think a lot of them played Warhammer.
Okay.
I thought I heard about a. I think Isaiah was just telling me about a Witcher tabletop game. I think I'm not sure. Is that an RPG?
Uh-huh.
Like a tabletop RPG?
I don't know.
Have either of you heard of Torchbearer?
What's Torchbearer?
Sounds familiar, but I don't know.
It's a tabletop RPG. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but with like justification. So the way that they justify you going through these treacherous dungeons is that the whole world is like impoverished and desperate, and only the most like destitute people will go on these adventures. And I guess it's just it's like a very realistic version of Dungeons and Dragons.
There's something like that I kind of wanted to look into more, because they made computer games or console games. I think it's computer games for it. It's like a German version of D&D. They've made 2 of them so far. Like they're tactical RPGs, strategic tactical stuff, turn-based. I can't remember what the name of it is though. I think they did a quick look of them on Giant Bomb at one point. But
Sure.
yeah, they're basically German D&D, and it looks really cool. Had like destroyable terrain and like environment stuff, kind of like Divinity, but not quite.
Yeah, so I guess looking up a little bit about how Warcraft began. Silicon and Synapse, which was what Blizzard was called before they were Blizzard. I guess they played the real-time strategy game Dune 2. And they really liked the way Dune 2 worked.
I've heard somebody tell me about that.
Yeah. They liked the way Dune 2 worked. And they were like, we want to do like a fantasy kind of like RTS. And they wanted to get the Warhammer license. But I guess they couldn't do that. So they kind of made their own out of that. I think maybe some of the storytelling beats maybe came from like them, some of the people's like old war, D&D campaigns they may have played, may have influenced that, but I don't know if it's direct. Sorry, Matt, what was Torchbearer? I'm sorry I cut you off, and you just messaged me a link, so I'm going to look at it. What is Torchbearer?
Yeah, I just sent the link in case if you guys want to look at it later. They've got like a print and play PDF kind of thing. But
Okay.
yeah, it's just kind of like a tabletop Dungeons and Dragons-esque thing. So the story that I heard of someone playing it was like they went through this dungeon and the loot is really realistic. It's like mundane shit, like a fancy rug or a table. And so they got this table that was really heavy, and they had to spend a week clearing out the dungeon so that they could carry it out and bring it back to the town to sell it.
Something's tapping hard. Is that a dog's tail?
Yeah,
wagging?
that's the dog's tail.
I knew it. I knew it. It
She's
sounded
happy.
exactly like a happy dog. Nice. So this is cool. So you can like, it's like a D&D alike. Huh. Looks cool.
Yeah, and it seems to be just a very sort of like pragmatic version of D&D.
Yeah, I remember we played a little bit of Sword and Sorcery, which is kind of like D&D 2, and it's like...
Oh, that's like D&D 1, I think.
Yes, exactly. And that's...
It's like old school, and we tried playing a little bit of 2E, actually.
Yeah.
And it didn't get too far.
Yeah, Sword and Sorcery is like first edition. It's like fucking hardcore. It's like,
Yeah.
well, if you get hit once at level 1, you're dead. So suck on that. Like, so yeah,
It's
I
a
don't
little
know.
bit too rough for me.
Oh, me too. I was like, okay, this is a little too hardcore. Like, but we had fun fucking around with it. I think while we got a campaign started.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I do remember that I remember so well when we like fought that evil lizard thing, and it was so cool. And there was an egg, and we took it. Mm-hmm. And it totally hatched, but it was an evil creature, so like instantly, like tried to eat the heart
kill
out of...
all of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So that was a pretty hardcore game, but yeah, I loved me some tabletop RPGs. So
Yeah.
cool. What else?
So Adam, I want to run this idea by you.
Okay.
And I honestly I shouldn't mention it on the podcast because it's worth at least $12 billion.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get another beer.
Have you? Yes, patent pending. Trademark Matt Haig Industries.
Matt Haig Inc.
Yep.
You're familiar with Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
So, visualize this. Tinder. For people that are looking for tabletop gaming groups.
Oh, man.
You
That
fill
would
out a
be
bio
cool.
with the games you play and the characters and all of your stats and stuff. And then you scan through. It's proximity based. It's
That is a good idea.
people can yes. And you know what it's called?
Gamer?
LFG.
Mmm.
Ah!
That is good.
So if anyone that's listening steals this idea,
Well, there's already the subreddit.
you just have to give me like a 40% cut. I'm not greedy. I won't take.
No, fuck that. I'm gonna start learning like iOS Swift tonight.
Yeah. Like
app
I
in the
can make
store.
iOS apps, but only in Unity. So it'll have to be like a game UI or something.
All right. So, while you guys were talking earlier, I noticed behind me that one of my kids left a half-drinking Kool-Aid Jammers with
Oh,
a
yeah?
straw in it behind me.
Okay.
And
I have a roommate that does that.
Is this your taste test, TJ?
I'm debating drinking it.
Okay.
I don't know if this was something they served this morning, or last week, or a month ago.
It's a mystery drink.
It's a mystery drink.
I say
for,
do it.
For those
yeah.
of the not inclined,
Like-
Kool-Aid Jammers are just like Capri Sun with Kool-Aid inside.
Okay.
Pure Kool-Aid. Ugh, man. I'm nervous.
All right.
At this point, it is a grape, so at this point, it might as well be wine.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Do they
What-
still make the Kool-Aid things that come in like
The plastic things
bottle
where
that you
squeeze the
bite
top off?
the? Yeah,
ho-
you bite the tip off of the bottle.
Is
I
that
can't
Kool-Aid
find it in-
Blasts?
Yeah, I can't
Okay.
find it, but I want them so bad. I want them so
Oh,
bad.
it just like takes me back to like Pee Wee
Alright.
soccer games and.
Do you remember that Jello made something in those same plastic things? You could squeeze the Jello out of it.
No.
No.
Do you guys remember
I was
Mondo?
a Jello kid.
All right, I may have another $1 million idea.
Kool-Aid
in the same
Bursts.
podcast.
Mondo. Squeeze
They
it.
need to make. They need to make like Capri Sun, but with a wine inside them.
Oh shit.
They probably do.
They
Wouldn't be
make
surprised.
like little
do.
wine bottles that are portable. Do
Yeah.
they make like Capri Sun but with wine? Let's look
Like
it up.
box wine, like just make that in a little Capri Sun package. I bet that would sell really well.
Get that paper.
That's right. Let's see here. Food Republic has an article: wine in a pouch.
Wine in the pouch? They have it already?
You
Oh
could
wait.
totally have box wine in a juice box.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
You could just sell that based on like the
Yeah.
irony or the nostalgia alone.
This
That'd
is
be great.
totally a real thing.
I
Adam, somebody already had the idea.
Oh man,
It's a good idea
I was
though.
too late.
Oh, someone's got to pee
Yep.
or poop. I mean,
Are you recording in a bathroom?
I'm recording in a dining room.
oh, not a bathroom.
No,
I was
this is a
squeezing one of the
central
last things out
location.
of my Kool-Aid Jammers.
Looks like you're in a bathroom though.
Yeah, it sounds like a bathroom. Oh my god.
I might as well be.
Yeah, what
Did have
is
Taco
going
Bell
on?
earlier.
Dear
Oh, crap.
God. That is a long take.
Where do you get all this like sound?
Find them places.
Yeah. Matt got the game crazy ones for me. Matt, you got a game crazy lady for me?
Hey, girlfriend, what's the dilly? Yeah,
Thank you.
that was off the heezy for sheezy.
Thank you. That was.
Home
Okay.
slices.
Okay, thank you. We got him. Okay, so TJ, we gotta move on what TJ's up to. Oh,
I'm up to things. It's
Yes.
a puppy.
TJ, what have you been doing? I see you got something here. He's dead.
He's gone. Hold on. Let's reconnect to TJ real quick.
Yep, get on there. Yep, thank you.
Sweet nostalgia.
I know that noise is like triggering. Like, I gotta download my MP3s. All right, what's up, Tej?
I'm back. Okay, cool.
Sounds like a
Stupid
robo
phones.
wookie.
Stop failing. Yeah, I totally am one. Anyway, tis the season for all the new games coming out, and fortunately, as store leader at a GameStop, I don't necessarily have to pay for all of them.
Nice.
So, though Forza and FIFA are sitting on my system unplayed,
I need to play Forza.
NBA 2K. Yeah, I need to play it. I heard it's great.
Oh, it looks good.
And I do want to talk something else about Forza that I saw on Reddit earlier today.
Okay.
But NBA 2K17. So since I started playing NBA back in the 2013, I just play my career mode. Play as one player. You got to deal with only your stuff you do onto the court. So it's setting screens, blah 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 blah. This year you do so much stuff outside of the basketball games. It's practically a time management sim, just like Persona.
That's crazy.
So in between basketball game to basketball game, it's like, okay, you're on this day. There's this practice at this time, but there's open gym early in the morning you can go to. There is some event appearances you can go to get additional money. Any practice, open gym, or all that stuff counts as work done.
Yeah.
And the work done can be basically redeemed for like separate side upgrades from your regular in-game currency upgrades.
Yeah.
And then all your salary and your performance and stuff, that gives you the VC, your set, and you can use that for your regular just, I'm upgrading my stats on this, upgrading my stats on this.
Yeah, I love the way those games work. It's like such like a RPG, like more than it is even a sports game. And like rather than like going and questing in a dungeon, it's I'm going to play the Los Angeles Lakers and hopefully get a lot of experience points to level my guy during this game. Yep. It's crazy.
And with the way that, this one works this year, even though you can make your own character and whatnot, you kind of have a backstory that relates to a nickname that you get through the whole thing. So while you're in high school, you decide to stupidly just put out a hype video of yourself.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, you are basically in front of a big American flag talking about what you're going to do to change the game of basketball. And you were jokingly just like, what are you, the president of basketball? And everyone just calls you Prez from now on.
Oh, nice.
So...
That's pretty cool. It's better than Freak for last year.
Yeah, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, that was your name last year.
Buddy, Friend of Freak.
Yeah, Friend of Freak. The guy who becomes a ghost and talks to you.
Yeah,
that happens in a basketball game.
Spoiler alert, I'm glad that he died. I'm just saying.
I loved that Spike Lee stuff, but it was crazy. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just want to bring up one point about this. I love the mechanics in that. You talked about how you get the VC points as part of your salary. So actually it becomes like you're on your favorite team maybe, but like you get into contract negotiations and like another team's going to offer you more minutes so you can earn points better and more money. It's like you got to go because you'll level up faster then. So it like puts this pressure on you to like, should I stay with my fans or should I go to a place where I'm going to earn more points and level up faster and become a better player? You know, it like adds a little bit of that tension that, you know, you wouldn't normally have. It's cool.
You do the lazy thing and just pay for VC in game, and that defeats
bullshit.
The purpose.
I did that, by the way, in 2K16.
So did I.
It was only
$20, 75,000.
Yep, same here. It was only because I had gotten the game at like $20, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just throw 20 in so I can like make a guy who's a little bit better at the start and get a little faster in the learning curve. And you know, that was fun. Whatever, you know, I bought it on discount, but yeah, they let you pay for progress in the single player game, which is kind of bullshit.
Well, your progress also like carries over to the my park mode, my blacktop mode, the pro-am.
Well, which sucks because I played a lot of 2K13, and do you know I know how I leveled my guy up to maximum in every stat?
Blacktop.
Cheat engine.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that in a podcast a while back.
Yeah, you could just load up Cheat Engine, which is like a hexadecimal editing software, and you tell it like what executable to run, and so you like let it run and tell it to poll, so it like figures out what like commands are coming in and through, and then what you do is you tell it to record, and you level up your guy 1 point, and then
one particular
hit
stat.
save, and then you ask, okay, what hexadecimal values changed, and then you like lower it down one, say what changed, and and then it like finds the string that is like editing your points, and then you just type in whatever number you want.
Yep.
And then you just get 100, max 100 in every skill, and you become a basketball god.
I keep forgetting that 2K is also on PC.
Yep. It's fun to cheat on the PC. Yeah. But yeah, those games are awesome. I'm excited to hear that the 2K17 is another step forward.
Mm-hmm.
Although I heard FIFA. I don't play soccer at all, but apparently FIFA has. They talked about it at E3. It's called The Journey, right, or something like that.
Yes. So the way the Journey works is pretty similar to how 2K16 worked.
I heard it's better though, like more involved story-wise.
It's a lot more involved because you don't get to make your player. They wanted to make it a player that you're just happening to help his story, his role game. And it's a lot less already scripted. Like, you do get some choices that will affect your thing. You play as... You join the Premier League as Alex Hunter, a black Britishman, as he kind of joins in. And you kind of deal with, depending on how you play, you might stay with your high team, or they might push you down to one of their low club teams. You deal with stuff with your manager, with your coaches, a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, it's like basically living the childhood dream of becoming a sports star. And they've really like honed in on that, and that's kind of awesome. It makes me want to play sports games, which I usually don't play a lot of, but the RPG aspect and the character customization really like make me want to play the 2K game every year.
And if you get the idea of how the modern sports game works, and you're interested in trying out FIFA, you'll be fine, because I jumped from playing it in 1996 to playing last year's version in 2016.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It's a completely different game, but since I've played Maddens and NBAs in the meantime, I was able to make the transition better.
Yep. Sports!
Mm-hmm.
Nobody likes it but you and me, TJ.
It's
happens. Okay. It's okay.
I'm not even a sports fan. I'm a sports game fan. I'm a sports video game fan.
There you go. All right. Let's see. Do I have anything else I did this week?
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, man, I wish. I wish. I watched that movie. Oh, shit, I could talk about that. You just got that memory. I watched Straight Outta Compton. It was on HBO Go.
Oh, nice.
And they just mentioned that because that's, of course, The Chronic, which Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg made after he left the Death Row Records, which he had formed after he left the NWA, the supergroup. That movie's pretty good. They got some really good like lookalike guys who rap really good, and it's just like, here's the story of how fucked up it was in South Central LA, and these guys get their one of their Eazy-E was in the drug game, but he saved up enough to like pay for his friend Dr. Dre to make a record and have Ice Cube, this really good rapper he knew, like work on it, and then Ice Cube's like, I can't rap on this because I'm signed with this other guy, and like he'll get pissed off if I do this. And so they're like, Eazy, you got to rap it. Like, you wrote this song, you live this life. And of course he rapped what's the name of that fucking
Boys
song?
in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood, yeah. And it just blew up, like, and then they got signed and went on like a super tour and made Fuck the Police and their first album, and it was just like crazy. I don't know, the story's just really cool, like seeing that acting's good, the characters are all great. It's just awesome. Like, that was a really good movie. Like, if you're into that like history or you don't know much about it, it's a really good primer. Kind of whitewashes over some of the stuff because Dr. Dre was accused for beating some women, and that wasn't talked about, and it kind of glazes over some stuff. But the guy that got to play Rick Ross was perfect. You're like, Rick Ross is like, hey, Dr. Dre, I'll be your bodyguard. And then everything Rick Ross does, you're just like, I don't know if you should. Like, he's just like, I'm going to beat this guy up for taking my parking spot. And you're like, Rick Ross, maybe you should back off a little bit. We're just trying to make some music here. And you're a little bit too into having the power, because you hang around me. And then, of course, he left to make his own label with Snoop Dogg and become the richest man by making Beats headphones or helping license them and then selling it to Apple, making $2.3 billion fucking dollars off that sale. So, shit, man, worked out for Dre. Not for Eazy-E. Did not work out for him. He had AIDS and died. That happens in the movie. It's sad. Ice Cube makes movies. It's just fun. It's just cool. Like, kind of seeing where these guys came from. The story. Thank you. The levity that deserved. So yeah, that's the movie I watched, and I played more RimWorld, but we talked about that, all that stuff. Let's go into Matt. Your app segment. Get your thing. I'll vamp until you're ready.
Trial.
Thank you.
The important thing was that I had an onion on my belt, which was the style at the time.
So let's
I don't like pitch bent Grandpa Simpson.
It's kind of creepy.
He's a little scary. I don't like it. All right, well, what's up? What's the app?
1 second.
This elevator only goes to the basement. And someone made an awful mess down there.
That's terrifying.
Let's talk about my daily yoga app.
Daily yoga.
You've got that in a great folder, by the way.
Yes, my
Your
Try Not to
yogi
Die folder.
You mean your healthiness folder?
Yeah. Basically, I just want to survive until the singularity happens.
Oh, I get it.
But
that's my plan.
I'm trying to burn my body down as hard as I can, so they'll be like, "We need to get this guy in right away. There's no time. I'll get first dibs." You know what I mean? Yeah. Women and children and my wrecked body first. That's what I say.
So I realized that yoga burns a surprising number of calories, if only because I'm constantly like convulsing, trying not to fall over.
Oh yeah, yoga is great.
That's called your stabilizer muscles.
You need to get some DDP yoga.
Yeah, but
I have DDP yoga.
They're really bad.
I love it. I'm terrible. One leg, no good.
And it has a surprisingly positive effect on my mood. Like,
yeah,
I feel super zenned out if I do yoga for just like 15 minutes. And also, the woman that demonstrates the poses, I'm in love with her, and we're gonna get married and adopt 1,000 cats.
What happened to your Korean bride?
Asanko?
She never got back to me.
Yeah.
Come on.
So I can take a hint.
Adam, I got a question for you. Have you watched any J or K dramas?
Nah.
You don't watch any of that? Okay.
No, I saw a clip of one that was like a doctor lady who was like a fighter.
Oh, like Dr. Lady Fighter MD.
Fight Doctor.
Yeah, it was crazy because like
Dr. Lady Fighter Doctor.
This gang came in and like their boss was beat up or something like that.
She was like, I'm going to beat you up and then heal you.
There were worse guys, and she was like, this guy needs to go first. She's like, no, the boss got to go first. He's more important or whatever. And she's like, this is my ER. I triage. And then they tried to like attack her or something, and she beat the shit out of him. She's like,
let's beat up the lady who's going to save our boss's life.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job.
Yeah, she's like, come back in or I'll treat you or whatever. Just don't like mess with me.
Wow. Can I marry that lady?
I don't know.
Adam, do I have your blessing?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, thank you. We're in.
Adam, I'd like to ask you permission to marry that lady.
The yoga lady? Adam, can he marry the yoga lady?
Okay, yeah, can I marry the yoga lady?
Mm-hmm.
All right. right.
I'm
Matt,
great at granting other people permission. Sure.
All
Yeah.
right. TJ, you got anything you need permission from Adam for?
No, I'm free.
Okay,
I'm a free
you're
man.
good.
Yes.
Gordon Freeman.
Gordon
That's
Freeman.
the opposite of
True.
All right, I got a little article I want to get into.
Is this Science Corner? Or
No.
is this something else?
This is something else.
Ooh, I'm
I
excited
saw
for
this
one.
post on IO9 today, and they went on the Superpower Wiki and found what they thought were the 25 lamest superpowers. We're going to start with sliding. This is 15 they got here. Or no, they got to 25. Sliding. Do you know what sliding? I'm not talking about sliders. I'm talking
Okay,
about
okay.
the
Because I was
ability
gonna
to
say.
slide across surfaces for unusually long distances.
I'm wearing socks. I'm all good.
Can I
Yeah, exactly. It's the
just mention a real quick sliders aside?
Okay, yep.
I think that was the shitty American version of Doctor Who.
Yeah, probably.
Like, looking back on it, it was like we go into these separate universes where they all have their self-contained stories and their weirdness, and I kind of want to go back and watch that show, but also I know it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I used to like it, but I'm sure it's bad now.
I loved
Quantum
it so
Leap's
much.
Still good.
Oh yeah, especially for all the '90s actor cameos. You know, you're like, oh shit, that's the mom from Home Improvement. Shit, she's in an episode.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
random '90s pulls. Okay, number 2, annoyance inducement. So I have this superpower.
Most cats have this.
Yeah, so it's just the ability to make people annoyed in a superpowered way. That sounds like a supervillain thing, you know, not a super, you know, whatever. Or is that just Spider-Man? You know, like, does he have that? I don't know. Cheese manipulation, number 3.
Oh, that's me. That's totally me.
Yep. What'd you say?
Tyromancy?
Tyromancy?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
It's quesomancy.
magic.
Create, shape, and manipulate cheese.
Glutamancy.
It's a variation of milk manipulation.
The fuck?
That's really good if your arch nemesis is a pregnant lady.
And so they put they put this on the list because they were like, hey, if you had milk manipulation, wouldn't you also kind of have cheese manipulation as well? Like, it's a more specialized version of milk manipulation.
Like metal bending. If
yeah,
you're,
exactly,
earthbender.
instead of earth bending. Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, balloon.
10 points for Avatar.
4, balloon mimicry. That's it.
Wait, what?
Mimicking a
mimicry?
balloon.
You can turn into a balloon.
That's pretty lame.
Yeah, I'd say so. I feel like there's a superhero comic or setting where it's like One Punch Man, just like that, where everybody has a superpower and a lot of people have really dumb and useless ones like that probably, and then the ones that have really good powers end up becoming superheroes.
Or Hero Academy.
Yeah, Hero Academy. No, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Hero Academy. You're totally right.
Yeah.
Stench generation 5. Man, I got that one too. I got annoyance inducement and stench generation. I'm good. Okay. Anosmia inducement.
Anosmia?
Yes. Do you know what that is?
No.
The ability to stop people from smelling. Anosmia.
Oh wow.
So it's the the immovable object of stench generation. This is the unstoppable force.
Now the question is, what method to do that? Because if it's just causing runny noses, that'd be more of an annoyance.
Okay, I've got another good one here. That's even more
They'll
broad.
also make their food really bland.
Yes. Monarchy inducement.
What?
Let's read what the description says. The user has the ability to invoke a presence or strength of government over a large radius, ranging from small villages or entire worlds, to create mass authority, subjugation, and social order, and an absolute reign.
That actually sounds like a badass power.
Yeah, that's so broad.
Yeah.
How is this different than just regular mind control, just on a mass scale? It's just for power?
That's pretty dope.
I wish I had that. So this is what Donald Trump thinks he has.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Disease mimicry, which allows you Let's see here. I wish this entry told me that turning your body into something made up disease made you contagious. If so, it'd be kind of interesting. You give yourself like the plague, and then you can give someone else the plague. But no. This is like you just get the disease.
Wow.
And that's it. Like, you just can give yourself any disease.
Wow. That's terrible.
Matter ingestion.
Okay.
You can eat anything.
I've
got that
also
too.
Sounds kind of cool.
I have that. That's just called pica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 10. Nail manipulation. So this is like the wuss version of Wolverine. Like this is what Sabretooth has, kind of, but he doesn't have claws. Like, this is just fingernails.
Meg had in that episode.
Yes, in Family Guy.
Yes, yeah.
You can just make her fingernails long. It's kind of gross. 11. Sneeze inducement.
Oh, that really hurt. Am I bleeding? No, but ow.
11. Sneeze inducement. You can make other people sneeze. That sounds good.
Yeah.
10 or 12. Drink mimicry. You can turn yourself into a drink, a liquid.
All right.
Just mimicry, though. So probably not really the ability to flow or anything. You just can appear as a liquid.
A puddle. Okay.
A puddle, yeah.
Alex Mack.
Okay, I like this one. They put this one in here. Enhanced thievery. This is not a power. You're just someone who's good at stealing. Like, it's not really a power. You're just like invisibility, telekinesis. Those things would be much better than enhanced thievery, because they're broader. This just makes you good at stealing, I guess. Hey, did you guys thought water mimicry or liquid mimicry was bad? I give you 14. Garbage mimicry.
Oh.
Adam's got this one.
No.
Heyo. I'm sorry. 15. Supernatural fruit empowerment.
What?
That's right.
Is that like One Piece?
Yeah. You can just make fruit superpowered.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah. It's kind of weirdly situational, I think.
Yeah.
16. Matt, maybe you have dealt with this one, but anxiety inducement. You can cause other people to have anxiety, which is what most villains probably have to begin with. Like, you make people anxious, like you're a villain. I don't know. Any thoughts?
Would that mean that most people's major supervillain is just public speaking?
Yeah.
The act of public speaking is a villain.
Yeah, that's right.
With that superpower, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That every every teacher that makes you go up and do talk in front of the class, that is a supervillain. Anxiety inducement. All right, guys, let's move on to the delicious 17. Goo generation. The ability to emit ooze. The natural teammate of the slider guy. You make the surface slippery for the guy. That's we've got Goo Boy and Slider Foot.
Oh man.
It would be Goo Guy, Goo Lad.
Wait, isn't that Alex Mack again?
Goo Lad. I think I've seen.
She looks like a liquid sometimes, and she makes people slide on her.
I feel like I've
look. I have been known on occasion to generate some goo. So
well, I remember the time I accidentally rented Goo Guys 3, and boy, that was a weird movie. Don't rent Goo Guys 3. I wonder if that's a thing. I made that up on the spot, but I'm gonna Google search Goo Guys.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Goo Guys. Oh, I don't get anything. It's just the good guys. I don't have safe search on, do I?
Well, you can click on, we look for the good guys, but do you want to search for good guys?
Oh God, no.
A
Urban Dictionary.
Goonies?
Goo Guy. What? A member of the Sigma Goo fraternity who wears inordinate amounts of Under Armour, i.e. backpacks, shoes, coats, armbands, headbands. Goo Guys have also been known to work out on a regular basis and do so wearing cutoffs. There's your Goo Guy.
There's also a tattoo parlor called the Goo Guys that works with tattoo goo.
Oh, all right.
It's at thegooguys.com.
Thegooguys.com. That's a public service. That's free advertisement. They got to pay us. 18, induce tickling.
That would be like, I don't know.
You could do some stuff with that.
Yeah, that's pretty hardcore.
Appendage generation, number 19.
That sounds awesome.
Grow extra arms. Yeah, you look pretty dumb, but, you know, could be useful. Got to hold more than one drink at a time, or 2 drinks. 20, offspring detection. So you can tell where your children are at all the time. I mean, yeah.
I like the last sentence of this. And also, unless your child is a criminal.
Yeah, they spelled that
criminal.
wrong.
Yeah.
It's not really a power for fighting crime. You're right. Like, yeah, it's not. I mean, what kind of power is that? 21, rainbow generation. You can just create a rainbow.
That's pretty dope, too.
It's like the Care Bears, but without the power. Like, because Care Bears had the stare, and they could create, you know, stuff, but this is just a rainbow. Like, just light, you know? Like, all right?
Right.
Optimism inducement.
Nope.
You can make people optimistic. Like, okay. 23.
You can be inspiring.
Yeah, it's okay.
Politician or something.
Yeah. 23. Worm regeneration.
Oh, what?
Nope, this is it. The summary on this entry is to the power to regenerate wounds by absorbing maggots/worms. So, like, you get cut up, you just throw some maggots on that shit, you're good.
Even if that were useful, I would still not want that power. That'd be gross.
24, door manipulation. The ability
I can do that, I think.
to create, shape, and manipulate doors and gates.
Oh,
This isn't like you can summon a portal to anywhere. You can just make a door. You could summon a shitload of doors at your location. All right.
I thought it just might be like open doors.
Nope. Well, you can do that too. You know, open any door, but you can just summon doors as well. It's just very specific to doors. And here's the best one, number 25. Death inducement. I'm pretty sure that's just killing someone.
That sounds pretty badass.
You just like, all right, you're dead, and they die. Yeah, but like, come on now. I can think of more interesting superpowers than death inducement.
True.
There's no flashiness to that. It's like Death Note. You know, you just write a name down, they die of just a mundane way.
Death Note's pretty dope, though.
It is pretty dope. God, that's a good anime, by the way.
It is.
Ugh. That's been your anime corner. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that's the lamest superpowers, and that's pretty fucking lame, I'd have to say. All right. Matt, you played a game?
I played a game. We talked about it last week.
We did a little bit at the end.
This is a brand new game called Battlefield 1942.
And we're going to play a little bit afterwards.
Yeah, we're going to live stream this.
Do you want to just stream that, Matt? With our voices, or should I stream myself?
Yeah, I can stream it from my end.
Because I don't know if I can get your voices.
I mainly wanted to talk about the idea that I downloaded this as abandonware, and I played it for a week, and now I'm definitely going to buy Battlefield 1. So,
I was about to say, I kind of want to buy Battlefield 1, because I've been watching some videos, and that game looks fun as hell.
Like, man, these companies really have to take advantage of their old stuff and just, like...
Yeah!
Throw it out for free, get people sucked back in, and they'll buy your shit.
Well, have you heard of Battlefield 1943? TJ,
No.
maybe? Oh, did TJ leave us?
He's dead. Hold on, we're going to reconnect with TJ.
Yeah, he'll come back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Man, I'm going to mute you if you play that whole thing. Okay, thanks. It's so loud. Battlefield 1943 was on the Xbox 360 as an arcade title, and it was just the two Battlefield 1942 maps that were like Iwo Jima and like the other island map. So it was like an upgraded 1942 basically, but just for two maps, and it was 15.
Okay.
I played that a bunch, but they need to upgrade this. I want another World War II like massive shooter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can just, what was the website you can get this off?
1942, like the number 1942 mods.com.
Yeah, they just have it. It's abandonware.
And it's considered abandonware, so you can just download it for free and play.
There's absolutely no way to purchase this, so it's considered abandonware because it's been out for over like a decade, and there's no way to buy it, and it's not like I guess being actively patched or anything. So it is just download it, and it's free.
I got this random hair up my ass to play it. I download it from this like third-party abandonware site.
Yep.
And now I'm gonna pay them money for their new game.
Yeah, because it looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and I don't know. I just love a good online shooter, and like the massive battlefields of 1942 are awesome, and like we're gonna play some of that, and it's just. I can't believe they have servers running that like work. Like it's crazy. Like you can just get into it and play. Like we played a little bit last Thursday.
Yeah, fun. I'm since I've been playing pretty much every night, I've been noticing like you start to see the same people playing.
Oh yeah,
on the server.
A little community. Well, we'll be there tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see. So you can check that on Matt's Twitch channel. If you want to check the replay out, if you're listening to this later, it'll be on Matt's Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be Twitch TV / I Make Noise.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna put it on mine too. I might as well, right? Like, John's point of view. I can do it. Let's see here. All right, so that's cool. TJ died, unless he's back.
My grandmas are really starting to turn into something horrifying.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. What time are we at in the podcast? How are we doing? We're doing good on time.
4.
4. We're at 4 minutes.
4 time.
4 time. Adam, before we get to my science corner, let's just do your anime update.
So, most recent anime I've been watching is Hunter x Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And it is... There was a series already. It has something like 64 episodes.
And that series is from the late 90s, right? Early 2000s? It's pretty old.
Yeah, I think it's late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think late 90s. So they redid it recently. Animation's much better.
Mm-hmm.
There was a little bit of like filler episodes in the first one. Not so in this one.
So this is basically just a streamlined, better version of the original.
Yes, exactly.
I've heard that this is great. Like people are like, watch this.
Is great. It is
what's the basic plot of Hunter x Hunter?
It's the journey of a kid named Gon to find his father, who left to become what's called a hunter in this world. And hunters go around. They are basically like, there's all kinds of different hunters, like people who hunt, like food hunters who hunt for different recipes and different,
I'm that guy.
Rare ingredients and shit like that. And there's like hunters that are basically mercenaries that take down like bounties and stuff like that. They get hired for all kinds of different jobs of different like ranking difficulties. And basically this kid's father like left him to become a hunter. And he wants to know why that's so awesome. It's like, if my dad left me to become a hunter, it must be an awesome thing to do.
Yeah.
And he wants to become a hunter and then find him.
Cool.
And one of the greatest things about it is you got to give it a little bit of time. I think it's actually really good off the start.
Where can you watch this?
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll's got it. Okay, I got Crunchyroll.
Also, Netflix has like the first 5 seasons. And I like their streaming just a little bit better, I think.
Yeah. Crunchyroll's a little bit iffy, but...
So I would watch the first part of it on Netflix, and then we went over to Crunchyroll. And they have the whole thing. And this one has like, a much... couple more arcs than the last series did, because there's more manga out now. And it goes almost to the point where the manga is. And is... I think it has like 148 episodes total, so there's a lot to go through. Almost caught back up to the end again. But yeah, it's excellent. There's amazing, crazy characters in there, and it shows you the progression from the main character. Unlike a lot of other anime that are kind of shown in anime that feature a lot of fighting and leveling up and shit like that.
Yeah.
There's kind of this in here too, but it starts you off like lower and slower, and you progressively see like things just get crazier and crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
But at a slower rate. Like not like it's not by the 30th episode people are like blowing up plants and shit like Dragon Ball Z.
Hey now.
It's a lot more.
That show's great.
It's not bad, yeah, but but yeah, it's a lot more. I don't know. It feels more real, but it's totally not, because there's crazy shit everywhere. There's like crazy animals, which is something I love. Seeing like crazy fucking animals and stuff, and just the abilities that people get crazy. And one of the things that I love about it too is that it's very like there's not a whole lot of like good versus evil. There's like it's pretty morally gray. Like, the main character Gon basically just is intense and focused on what he's interested in.
Yeah.
And he likes people by their like personality, and doesn't mind the fact that like one of his best friends is like an assassin or was an assassin.
Yeah.
Just like no moral judgment.
An ex-assassin? An ex-assassin?
An ex-assassin, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's not such a, I don't know, black and white type thing. There's a lot of gray characters, and
that's cool.
A lot of just badass
fighting
and badass lines. Yeah, there's increasing badassery.
Oh, nice. I love increasing badassery.
As do I.
Yeah. Shit. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Anime update. Anime. Woo. TJ, are you alive? Oh man, he reconnected, but I don't know if he can hear us or talk.
I don't think I'm alive.
Oh, he's here.
I hear you. He's here.
He's here. TJ's on a bit of a delay, but I want him to tell the story of the thing he just put on the thing about Forza Horizon, because that sounds really cool.
So let's just go back to wow, I can't talk today.
That's fine.
So starting in some of the earlier Forza games, there's this feature that they have called Drivatar. Drivatar is just basically they take your people on your friends list who've played Forza games in the past, learn their driving habits, and when you're playing, even if they're not online, they make other racers that race like your friends did.
Yeah. It takes your input over time and like learns how you drive and saves it to like the cloud.
So at least, until I just read this article today, I was under the impression that Drivatar was just linked to the games that people have played, not carrying over from game to game.
Yeah.
Well, there was a player who just picked up Forza Horizon 3, because it just came out on Tuesday or last Friday with the Ultimate Edition.
Yep.
And as he was driving through and starting a race, he noticed that one of the races he did, he's actually racing with a username he hasn't seen in a while, because it's his buddy who died about a year ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he gets in the races, and it's like he's still around, and he felt really, really good about it. And he ended up... I just kind of read his Reddit post, but he got picked up and put into an article and interviewed for this.
Yeah.
But as... in his posts and in the replies, apparently he's like, is there any way for me to keep him around for any longer than just, going into races and he disappears when we're done?
Yeah.
Well, apparently in Forza Horizon 3, when you're in the free drive mode, the free roam, just driving around the whole thing, you can actually set up caravans of cars. There's a way to do that. So if he wants to just kind of drive around in the free roam with his buddy driving behind him, he can actually get that set up as well. So it's a way to kind of, live beyond the death. But it's very similar to something that that was posted on Reddit about 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
Where it was some sort of PS1 or PS2 racing game. Where
I think I saw this one.
Yep. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, a kid had a kid and his dad used to play this racing game a lot, and the dad was really good.
Yeah, it was like a Need for Speed, I believe, an old one.
He eventually passed away, but there were there were ghosts, ghost records, of the races that the dad had played.
Yeah.
And the kid would then exactly the saves of the best, of the best races on each track. So the kid would race with his dad, even though his dad's not around anymore. But as he was playing, he was starting to get better and better. Yeah. And eventually he gets to this one race where he's going to actually beat his dad. And he stops right before the finish line.
Oh my god.
So that the ghost would finish, so he doesn't lose that memory of his father.
Oh, because if he had the fastest lap, he would overrun it.
Yes, he would overwrite the old one. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Definitely hits me, it hits me in the feels, even though I've not lost that close of a loved one yet.
Yeah. You know what?
I didn't sign up for this field strip.
I want to talk about another thing I watched that this made me remember. Have you guys seen the show Black Mirror?
No, not yet, but I've been meaning to.
Absolutely 100% watch the show. It is one of the best shows on TV right now. It is basically the Twilight Zone. It is the Twilight Zone. Like, exactly that. But it's all, like, near future technology and, like, how that could, like, ruin things. So I just watched the last episode of season 2. It's British, so each season's got, like, 2 episodes. Or maybe it was the first episode of season 2. But the storyline, it stars Donald Gleason. You may remember from every movie last year. Who's in that Star Wars movie? Who's in Ex Machina? He's in everything. This actor, but
Domhnall.
Domhnall Gleeson. I don't know how to describe this, but the show is basically like what like technology could do. The very first episode is incredible. It's like the first episode, first season. Watch that, you'll be fucking hooked because the plot is these people have kidnapped the princess in England, and they will only let her live if the prime minister fucks a pig live on television. And it's like all like them trying to trace this guy, and then like the other like government agencies are like, well, let's get a pig in here just in case, and like it just starts getting like crazier and crazier, and like they're trying to trace this guy, and they go to a location, but it's like a setup, and like they are like, you can't use any VFX technology because we'll be able to tell and we'll kill her. It's just like this crazy thing. And they're like, all right, and it has to be broadcast live. Like everyone has to be able to see this. And like BBC is like, nobody watch this. It's going to be on. We're going to air it because we have to. But like nobody's allowed to watch this. And of course everybody's fucking gathering everywhere to watch this. And it's just intense. And I don't want to spoil what happens, but it's fucking crazy. And all the other episodes deal with some sort of like really fucked up technology thing. Like there's one episode where you're able to record all of your memories basically and play them back at any moment. Like how that can fuck with you and stuff, and like and I forget what it's called, like replays or something. Anyway, the episode I just watched that reminded me of is there's an episode where the technology is able to piece together from social media or everything or emails or texts or phone calls, piece together a loved one after they had died, and like you can talk to them, and it talks back like a chat bot, but like filled up with all of the like text information and everything. And so it's like you're talking to the person who just died, and so this character's husband dies, and she's able to talk to this. She doesn't want to at first, and it's crazy, but she starts talking to this chat bot, and then of course it goes a step further. It's like, well, actually, if we have audio recordings, we can piece together a voice, and you can talk on the phone with this dead person, who's Domhnall Gleeson. And she just is talking to this person, like crazy, like, on phone conversation. It's like her, she's just on the phone all day with her husband who died. And it's like he's there, you know what I mean? It's got his whole personality stitched together, as like an AI. And it's crazy. And then it goes a step further. And they have like a synthetic robot that can like change its exoskeleton skin to look exactly like that person. And so then she has this creepy like robot man version of her husband who just died in a car accident. And it's fucking creepy as shit. You know what I mean? Because he's like 90% there, and it's just creepy, and there's little differences, kind of set her off, and it's got this... It's awesome. It's like the Twilight Zone. It's
like
so
an
cool.
Uncanny Valley, like in person.
Oh my god, exactly. She's like, oh, he wouldn't have reacted that way to this, And there's a spot earlier where like they're playing music in the car, earlier in the day before he died, and it's this like Bee Gees song, and he's singing along to it. She's like, I thought you hated the Bee Gees. He's like, no, I like this song. This song's fun, And then like later on, she's with the robot version, and the song comes on. He's like, oh, I hate them. And she's like, oh, but no, like, because that was a private conversation that wasn't recorded. And it's just those little differences. It's fucked up. The show is so good, though, because it is just like how like future technology will be beautiful, but also terrifying, in the same way. It is just so good. Like, I highly recommend that show. And Netflix bought it. So the new season's coming out this October, near the end of the year, or near the end of October, season 4. So I'm very excited to watch more. I highly recommend that show. Yeah, so I guess I got to do Science Corner. I promised it.
Yeah.
Got a bumper.
What you were talking about with the
wait, nope.
AI stuff.
Keep going.
Okay. Just kind of reminded me of other things I've seen. I mean,
yep.
One thing was Her. That movie with what's his face and Scarlett Johansson's voice. And then there was the anime I watched a while back called Chobits, which was really good. Basically just reminds me of other media I've seen with human versus human AI relationships, but not as creepy.
Yeah, it gets real creepy once she's got the living, like not breathing, but like robot version of her husband living with her, and he doesn't eat, he doesn't sleep, but he looks exactly like him and talks like him, and it's just not enough. Like at first she clings onto him like a crutch. But then, as time goes on, it's just not enough. You know what I mean? It's not a replacement. Yeah, it's fucking creepy, though. Give me the bumper.
Get those nerds! Nerds!
Thank you. Welcome to this week's Science Corner. Guys, what do you know about water bears?
I know they're not bears because I clicked the link.
Or what do you know about tardigrades, as they're known?
Oh, tardigrades are amazing.
Horrifying.
Water bears.
They look adorable. They're little bears. They live in water. They live everywhere. Like, in every single environment. They're talking about, like, the most radioactive nuclear sites. Like, nothing could live here for more than 20 seconds without dying. Tardigrades there, living it, loving it.
Unprotected in space.
In space. They could live in the vacuum of space. Not live, but they could survive in the vacuum of space and then come back because they have the ability to, like a hedgehog, kind of ball up into this little hard shell and lose all of their liquid and everything and dry out and then come back to life when they're put in water. So they're talking about, like, how are they able to do this? Like, how are you able to freeze a tardigrade for 30 years? Yeah, right here. Earlier this year, scientists successfully revived a tardigrade that had been frozen solid for more than 3 decades.
Holy crap.
And they warmed it back up, and it was walking around, living its life. And they're like, how is this possible? How is this able to live through radiation that could kill any living thing? How is it that? Scientists in Japan actually put a study together where they were able to kind of figure out what it can do.
Yeah, I think I read about this.
Yes, they looked at the most resilient tardigrade species on the planet are Varionatus, which is... So they eliminated all extraneous bacteria using bleach, which allowed them to scan the tardigrade genome without any contaminants. And then they sequenced the genome but with a higher level of accuracy ever than before. And so they were able to kind of pinpoint a number of genes and biological processes that allow them to survive. Here's an example. Its genome contains more copies of an antioxidant enzyme and a DNA repair gene than any other animal. So they're thinking these antioxidant enzymes and DNA repair genes allow them to come back from being dehydrated because the antioxidant enzymes allow them to counteract the oxidative stress when they're dehydrated and allow it to repair the damaged DNA when it's allowed to be revived. So it's basically got a healing factor, like to a degree we've never seen before in an animal. They also found this, is that they have a tardigrade-specific protein that binds to DNA, dubbed DSUP, acts like a shield against X-ray radiation, which basically reflects X-rays, stops the DNA from snapping apart, which is what happens when you shoot, cells with DNA. which makes them basically impervious to radiation. And here's the craziest thing. So this just came out. So they did a study where they were actually able to put that DNA protein on human cells in the lab, and they could see that the DSUP suppressed X-ray induced DNA damage by 40% in human cells. So they're saying, think about the future of space. One of the biggest problems with space travel is radiation. We're not shielded in space. Even in our, tin, floating in a tin can, up high above the world, X-rays shooting through there. Like, there's nothing you can do. They talk about how astronauts can't go up so much because they'll have X-ray damage or bone damage. And they're talking about this could make us more adaptable to space. We talk about the Elon Musk Mars mission that he talked about this week, which, looking at the time, I don't think we're gonna have time to talk about this week, but we'll save that news for next week. Maybe I'll do my science corner on that. But they're talking about if we could, use this DSUP enzyme in human DNA, we might be able to have crops that survive in space better or on the Mars surface better. We'll have, meat, fish, everything that could be preserved in space so much more, making like long-term space travel just that much more feasible. And it's all from a tiny little water bear that if you were to like go in a lake and take a cup of water and put light up to it, you'd see these little guys walking around. They just are absolutely fucking everywhere. And they're probably like one of the coolest little creatures in the world, And it makes you think about extraterrestrial life. Like, we're like, oh, nothing could survive out in some of these planets. But we have things that could totally survive that on our planet.
And the life that we have on Earth represents such a small spectrum of what's possible.
Oh, exactly.
The stuff that we can't even imagine because we've never encountered anything like it.
Mm-hmm. And you look at creatures that
crazy shit.
Yeah, that were evolved on Earth, like tardigrades, and they're able to withstand things that, like this being living in space. I mean, fuck, it's possible. It's crazy. Just a thought. So I thought that was really cool. Tardigrades are really neat. And pretty fun. They look really cool. Little water bears. If you ever watch them in action, they just kind of... They're like little caterpillars in the water walking around. But they're basically indestructible. When Donald Trump sends all the nukes off and we all die, the tardigrades will survive. So, that's it for that. Did you guys have anything else?
I think I'm good.
Anything else? No?
Nope.
You know what time it is, Matt?
Battlefield 1942.
No.
Koozie.
I need the music because I'm going to read an entry from Koozie. Adam, this involves you.
Oh, God.
Hello. 7/18/2002. Sorry about the break in writing. A lot has happened. We went to state in OM, Odyssey of the Mind. We won. We went to nationals. It was fun. We didn't win. It was a lot of fun. It was in Colorado. This is so fucking amazing. People on trip. John, me. Adam Ham, future bounty hunter. Matt Raleigh, prankster. Kurt, idiot. Ben, Mr. Stoneface. Dick Anderson, DA. Coach, evil genius.
True.
Alright, I wrote that I sharpened my pencil and wrote the next. Other people. Melissa, this is amazing. I was an alt-right person, apparently, when I was 17. Melissa Chambers, feminazi. Ginger James, feminazi. Mrs. Erickson, Hitler. I'm pretty sure these were all in jest, actually. We'd make fun of them. Tom Osterjay, Tommy O, Miss Osterjay, Crazy Driver. I remember she almost emerged into a car while we were driving to Colorado. The trip was a lot of fun. Adam, Matt, and I took a wallet, tied it to a fishing line, and when people picked it up, we pulled the string. We freaked a lot of people out. During the whole trip from Darlington to Boulder, and vice versa, we played Super Smash Brothers Melee in the car. It snowed while we were up there. DA set up a trap in our room to dump garbage on the floor. It proved too complicated for us to figure out. Even with the instructions, we couldn't redo it. DA's handwriting is impossible to read. This garbage incident was in retaliation to our prank. We turned his furniture around to face the wall and put his boots in the freezer. Hee hee. After the garbage... oh, wait, I wrote Tommy. Psh, ah! In the margins here. That's an in-joke for Adam and me.
Yes.
Do you know that story? Adam? Do you remember that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, Matt, you want to pause the music quick? Because I got a story here that's not in here. I referenced it. So we were staying in a hotel room, me, Adam, and Matt, and we were watching HBO, as, you know, you do. And, you know how HBO late at Friday night sometimes has certain programs on? Well, we were watching this movie, and it just seemed like a regular movie. And then I think I said, like, moments before it happened, like, this is a porno. Like,
it was, like, prescient.
Yep. And then just all of a sudden, this guy, like, slaps this lady. She's like, Tommy! And he slaps her, and she screams, and then just, like, rape. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And we were like, what is this fucking HBO show? Holy fuck. Yeah, it just took us all off guard, because we're just like, what's this dumb thing? And then it just turned out to be, like, softcore porn. And we're like, whoa, like, this got harder than I thought. I have no clue what movie that was, Adam.
Neither do I.
We'll never know. Maybe listeners will find out. All right, back to the music. Let me finish off the entry. After the garbage incident, we tried to get in DA's room. It was locked, so Kurt climbed the side of the building, only to find his balcony door was also locked. He was prepared. Earlier in the trip, the girls went down to the Arkansas party for pizza. Only Arkansas people could get in, and they said they were from Arkansas and stole a pizza. They brought it back. This is the feminazis, huh? Brought it back to the room where it was devoured. Good job, feminazis. On the last day on campus, we stayed up late in the party room in our PJs and played Phase 10. It was getting late and everything was funny. You know what that is when you're punch drunk up late?
Yeah.
Maybe there was nitrous oxide leak in the room. We watched TV on the big screen till 3 a.m. Then we went to bed. Well, that's all about that. God, okay, I'm almost done with Century. And in forensics... Wait, Adam?
Was it, that year that we got boned at the awards?
No.
Wasn't
that was the year after. That was the year after. That was in Iowa.
If it was 2002, that had to be
If this is the year you got boned, I have a whole different...
That was my senior year.
No, it was not.
No?
Nope. It was
it was in spring.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yep. It was the year where you were the crocodile hunter. In our skit,
yeah.
and I played a panda that
you were the panda
that danced to like music. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember what that skit was about, but it had to do with moving a cart that we built across.
Yeah.
Anyway, in forensic. Back to it, Matt. This is possibly prophetic. In forensics, I went to the state competition and got a 25 out of a possible 25 points. I was in radio speaking. It was awesome. Not much since then. On Monday of this week, I went to Adam's house and let him borrow The Sims, Half-Life, and Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. He showed me ZSNES and Chrono Trigger. I downloaded both. They are awesome. I also bought a buttload of fireworks, since they were half off. Well, that's all for now. Bye. I like that I end with a buttload of fireworks. Oh, shit. All right, we gotta pause here. I don't have any drawings in this one, so... but there is a drawing next time we get to the Koozie Corner. Thank you for listening. All right. That's it. That's going to do it for the show, I think.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Adam. I'm glad you're having a fun weekend dog sitting.
Absolutely.
What's the website?
Platypus.
No, god damn it! You can get there from that.
It does. It redirects there.
I know. I just renewed that domain name subscription as well.
Yeah.
But bornintheeighties.net is probably the easiest way.
Or 80spodcast.com.
Yeah, 80spodcast.com, correct. So you can catch us there. You can like, comment, subscribe on that website. You can leave feedback. You can comment on episodes, see links. It's all cool. We're on Facebook as well, Born in the 80s Podcast. You can message us there as well. Or BITEcast@gmail.com. Lots of ways to get to us. Let me check the BITEcast email, because I haven't looked at that in a while. No, nothing new. So, thank you for the turtles having sex. We need it. TJ, do you have any what's your final thoughts and advice for this week? Oh my God. I just want to mention TJ is on the podcast twice. He has 2 connections right now. One just disappeared. TJ, are you live?
For his advice again.
What's your advice, TJ?
Get that paper.
That's right. Get that paper. Adam, what's the word of the week?
The word of the week is Gwent.
Gwent. All right. TJ, are you still there? I'm giving him one final shot.
Hey,
before
girlfriend, what's the dilly? Yeah.
TJ.
Home slices.
Right. TJ's internet's dead. But thank you guys for
Know
tuning
what
in.
I'm saying?
We'll catch you next week. We're going to play some Battlefield 1942.
Maybe.
Oh, here he is. TJ,
You
final
showed
thoughts.
some mad skills there.
Oh my God. He's like 10 seconds
What's
behind.
the dilly? That was the bomb diggity, my...
I don't know if we can give him anything.
You heard it here, fellas. Ryan is slinging the bling-bling to get that paper.
Okay, you got all the game crazy.
That was crunk.
Okay, thank you. TJ?
Yes.
Final thoughts. We're ending. Far wherever TJ is. All right, TJ. Well, thanks you guys for listening, and we will catch you next week. As always, I'll be either Thursday or Friday night again, recording live.
Bye.
There it is. All right, that's it. Seems like TJ has stayed connected.
Yeah.
All right.
Trial.
Hey,
trial.
Adam's here.
Hey, Adam is here! Hey, Adam. Adam.
This may be a record beginning for the podcast time. If we can get it started in the next 5 minutes.
Adam!
Man, Adam on this show, every time is like he has to set it up from scratch. Hey, what's up?
I'm just dumbfounded.
What?
Do I sound okay?
Yeah, you do. Are you messing around with your mic? Because we can hear it pretty loud.
Not anymore.
Well, there we go. Yeah, it sounds really good. Are you on studio?
Nope, I'm switching to it.
All
now,
right.
though.
Let's hear it. How do you sound?
How do I sound?
Perfect. You sound great.
Good.
Let's check levels. Adam, you missed it when I checked levels earlier, but I need you to say the phrase, I am a pretty baby boy.
I am a pretty baby boy.
All right, let's see where he sounds. All right, you are a little quiet as usual. I'll just tap it up a skosh.
Ruffalo.
All right, Adam, go again.
I'm a pretty baby boy.
All right, that sounds good. Thanks for coming. Awesome. Glad you're here.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited to have Ham here. I got to do the koozie this week because Adam's here.
Oh, yeah. I'll
Get
have
that
music
sound
ready.
ready.
That new sound. Hey.
Oh, I gotta
Chuck,
send TJ another
it's your
invite.
cousin Marvin. I got that new sound you've been looking for.
So listen to this.
That happened this year. That was this year.
Yeah.
2016.
No, that happened
No, that was
60
last
years
year.
ago.
Oh yeah,
No, but that was the that was the meme though. That like every
Oh, yeah.
year was like the year on the thing.
And then it happened, and then everyone forgot.
Yeah, basically,
And then you
it was
forgot.
played out.
And now Nike's coming out with self-lacing shoes, but they're not the ones from the movie.
Yeah, but the technology. I like that we strive to Back to the Future technology. If only we could have the glorious hair that Biff had in the future. Hey, TJ.
that was
TJ
Griff,
May.
actually.
Yeah,
That was
John.
wait, Griff? Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry,
Ignorant
sorry.
slut.
It's sorry. It's been a while since I've seen the second one. All right.
Fair enough.
Well, we'll wait for TJ to get back. Adam, do you have any topics I can type up for you? Your anime corner's ready, right?
Yeah.
You can talk about Boruto? Boruto? Yeah, your favorite. Okay, Adam,
It's
what?
funny you mentioned that because there's like, if you read like the thing after Naruto.
Wait, there's an after Naruto manga? The manga's done, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But there's like a spin-off kind of thing.
Boruto,
that
son
has,
of
like, his
Naruto.
son. Yes.
I think
I
that-
think his name is actually something like Boruto.
It is Boruto. It's Boruto, and someone commented saying that sounds like what a fan fiction would name a character, Boruto, or like someone like
Kind of, yeah.
doing a create a character in the universe. So like, I don't know, make my guy Boruto,
Yeah.
the eight-tailed fox.
There is an eight-tailed fox. Well, it's not fox. It's an eight-tailed beast.
Eight-tailed turkey.
Uh,
It's got a heck of a plumage, if you know what I'm saying.
surprisingly, or unsurprisingly, it's an octopus.
That's not fair. Those aren't tails.
Oh, they are, because it's a weird. It's got like 4 legs, and then it's got like 8 weird octopus tails.
Question.
Also, it
Wait,
has these 8
And
stories
its face looks
that
like a
it likes to
bull,
tell.
actually.
Matt, can I give you editing privileges again?
For what?
Oh,
What?
okay. You didn't
Oh.
even notice that I demoted you on our thing
Oh,
to-
yeah, I did.
to just view.
Did you
You
watch
kept-
my videos?
No, I've seen those before though.
I posted such glorious science.
Well, you deleted my actual science corner that I had prepared last week that we didn't get to.
Yeah, but you could have copied that from the week before.
Thank you. I think TJ went back upstairs. Because I think the downstairs computer didn't work for him. That's too much. That's too real. Adam,
Yep.
all right, I want you to say something really like rude and terrible because the recording hasn't started yet.
Something rude and terrible.
Yeah, the recording is definitely. We're not live right now, so.
Uh-huh.
You
I
can
know
just-
we're live on YouTube.
Damn it!
Ghost 5, Ghost 5, Ghost.
TJ, are you here?
So are you guys trying to go to that like haunted whatever?
Okay, Matt, please. Yes. Adam, do you have any haunted places near you that we can get into?
Do I have haunted places near me?
Yeah,
I
or
don't know.
supposedly haunted.
Like, yeah, I think there's a lot of places here in Decatur that are supposed to be haunted.
Yeah, but you think you could get us access to?
Not probably within a month, no.
Because the guy, a couple places did not get. They basically said we don't have ghosts, and they were very rude. And then the one guy who did get back, it sounded like the start of a horror movie.
I know, right? He sounded really creepy, kind of.
He was like, I don't know. He's like, well, this is the thing. He says thrill is not what he's promoting at Willow Creek. I don't want thrill. I want like let's go and listen. Let's hear the stories. I want to hear this guy tell stories.
Yeah, he's probably down with that. I don't know. I don't
Matt-
know. He does seem like that old guy at the beginning of every horror movie who's like, "I'm
Don't
gonna
go
start
down that road."
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, stereo. It's totally true. TJ, I don't know if you can't hear us. You're on, but
Tight, yeah.
I'm starting to hear.
Hey,
I hear you.
Switch yourself over to studio.
Okay.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 235. I'm your host.
What is that noise?
That noise? That's probably as a action.
Oh, okay.
You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna mute Adam. Nope. That noise is coming from TJ.
There's a weird echoey noise.
I have no control over TJ's microphone.
Laundry.
Yeah. No, it's like I hear like a whipping.
Like
Yeah, what's that? What's that?
Washer. It'll stop soon.
All right,
it's just
fair
a
enough.
washer.
Fair enough. What is Adam? Are you in like a lair? I hear like a rusty chains. Dog.
Luna.
Oh boy.
Dog.
What kind of dog?
She's a lab Weimaraner.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, the Adam Ham theme song. Huh?
Got any
She's
of that
allowed-
beer that has candy float in
Weimaraner.
it? You know, Skittlebrow?
Such a product does not exist, sir. I think you must have dreamed it.
Oh, well,
I'm glad we're gonna start at our 20 minutes late. Perfect.
There'll be more noises too. Soon.
Why? Matt, I gotta mute you, Matt. That was so loud. That continues to be very loud.
No, it doesn't.
That was so loud.
You're a liar.
TJ left us. Let's just get started. We gotta get started. People are here.
Welcome to Born in the 80s. episode
Actually, I don't even know if we
230.
have any live listeners. We might. Just us are chatting.
I'm there.
Yeah, I'm there too, so I don't know if that's counting us as the two watching. So I should have probably said a day in advance instead of just 2 hours in advance. But Adam, topics for you. Let me type them up.
Oh. Well, for anime, Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter.
Yes.
Okay, isn't there like a remake?
Yes.
Okay.
That goes further.
Okay, anything else?
Totally.
Okay. Any other
I
topics?
cannot remember.
What did I?
Smoke
Witcher.
weed every day.
Preacher TV
Witcher.
show. Witcher 3?
Witcher. Yes.
Why? Fucking hate it. I
I've
can't
had a
wait. I can't wait till
I've
we're
had a
done with this,
re-witchening. Yeah.
because the fucking themes on this fucking drive document that we use is like all fucked up. Like every time I click in a new spot, it's got a different like strike through or not strike through. Like it just, the formatting has gotten messy. Lamest superpowers. I had the 2 news stories. What else have I been playing? I played more World of Warcraft, but nobody wants to hear about that. RimWorld I streamed last Friday, but we talked about that. Okay. I can't think of any other games I've been playing. Oh, I played through Gone Home again.
I can't wait to watch Luke Cage.
Nick Cage?
Luke Cage.
Matt, are you typing?
I'm typing.
Oh, TJ's typing. TJ's here.
Yeah.
Hey, it's TJ.
You're back.
Even my wired connection sucks. So I'm back on LTE.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's brutal.
Ciao.
All right, Matt. Where you at?
I'm super bored.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Right, you gay wugga, take a go yourself.
Thank you. I like how that's a reference from a thing that's referencing a thing.
I don't even recognize it. It's from trailers, right?
It's
Yeah,
from
it's
honest
honest
trailers.
game trailers.
Game trailers?
Yeah.
What is that from?
Oh, TJ, are you on the microphone from your phone then?
No,
Oh,
I'm
for
still
what?
on the microphone for my headset.
It doesn't sound like it. Sounds very different. I would check to make sure it's using your headset.
Oh, maybe not.
I just say it because it sounds very different.
Like really bad?
No, just different. A little bit chunkier than before.
Ruffalo.
Of the game. Oh, he left. My God. TJ.
TJ's clip.
TJ.
What is going on in Illinois?
Illinois?
Internet.
All right, we need to go. We're starting.
TJ in Illinois?
You dumb to do this.
Yeah, TJ's north of Chicago.
Oh,
Chicago.
Really? Chicago, eh?
Chicago.
I had some sausages today.
I bet you did.
What? Adam, are you opening
Penises.
a drumstick?
No.
Someone's
Somebody
pouring dog food.
Cereal.
No.
Is that not dog food?
That's cereal.
What kind of cereal? Cereal
Reese's
update.
Puffs.
The best cereal.
Oh, the best.
Yeah,
yes.
I know. It's delicious.
All right, TJ, are you back?
It's basically candy
I
for
think so.
breakfast.
All right, TJ, you're good. You're as good as we're gonna get. All right, Matt, you ready?
Yeah.